I convinced myself, people will come, people will come. We were here for 3 years and we didn't see anyone coming to stay. And then 2019, I put an advert out, said, right, come and let's just do like, you know, some cooking for people and whatnot. And it just blew up. And, you know, I thought I was going to be isolated on this mountain, and it's turned into being a community support network almost. People will just come in every single weekend. We'll have people here, and then it grew into the weekdays. So we got a yurt, which is basically a Uzbeki style tent. Okay, so we're getting the fire started today. This is the famous Harmony Farm wood-fired oven. Everyone says, oh, is that a pizza oven? I say, no, it's not a pizza oven. This cooks meat. This is a meat oven. So I've cooked, I don't know how many lambs are in here now. The most I've done in there is 2 whole lambs. It was for 60, 70 people. And for me, it's all about the connection between the forest. You know, I think I'm the only person who walks around the forest going, oh, that's going to cook meat well. That's going to cook meat well. And I find my nice branches that have fallen. So this is a birch branch. You've got some beech here. So these are all your hardwoods. And then I've got my softwoods to start the fire. But then you need your nice slow burning hot hardwoods to give a good slow heat that then permeates into the meat. And the key thing is not to smoke it. This is not a smoking oven. You smoke it in here, all the meat's going to just be drenched with smoke. So you have to get that fire completely burnt out, and then push the embers to the back, and then stick your meat in there. So not only do I do lambs in here, but I do briskets in here. I do fire roasted chickens, another dish that we do. And it's just, you know, for me, it's all about connecting the forest to the food. Then obviously, I'm connected to one of the best organic halal producers in the country, Abraham's Halal. So I get all my meat from there. We get our beef from Ireland. We get our chickens from Devon. And I also have my own home-raised animals I also raise and cook in here too. It's all about meat for me. I think meat is the key, you know, the key thing about the environment right now. People talk about plant-based and all this kind of stuff, but in my heart, the best and the most important part is raising animals well and allowing them to be in a natural environment and contribute to the environment. They contribute, they give us all this nutrient, they give us our nutrient density, and you're not going to match that with any plants or any lab-grown meat. And if you respect that animal, you slaughter it well, it grows up well, you slaughter it well, and then you cook it well, it's the whole chain. And that's what I want to encourage with people. I want to encourage that, to make them see and taste and feel what they're eating. And people have driven all over the country to come to eat this food. And for me, it's you know, it's such a privilege to be able to do it. I feel so touched when I see young people, kids, you know, coming from London, and they've never seen a cow in the flesh. They've never seen a goat in the flesh. But they go and play with the animals, and next thing you know, they're eating, not the animals from this farm, because I don't raise them for that, but they get to have that connection. And then we grow some of our own veg here, we have fruit bushes, that gets incorporated into the food. For me, that's what it's about. I've seen my kids thrive off of it. I've seen other kids change when they come and they respect the food. Like some people say, oh, you know what? My son doesn't eat food like this. He never eats food like this. He's always fussy about this. He's always fussy about it. But when he comes here, he sees what's going on, he gets stuck in. So the environment dictates the response. And I think having this lovely pergola and outdoor kitchen where I've spent so much time, you know, molding together and creating that environment, it creates that space for people to be more relaxed and enjoy it. All of this came from my forest. So I tell that to people who are sitting under the shade of the forest, but it's milled and put together. Local carpenters came in and done it. So yeah, it's a big part of what I do. So we came here in 2015, we moved what is known as the Usk Valley. So we overlook, with that view there, we overlook the Usk Valley. We're actually in between 2 boroughs. This is Monmouthshire, but the end of the road is Trevethin. So we're the last farms in Monmouthshire. Now Trevethin kind of goes more towards the valleys, Monmouthshire goes more towards Abergavenny and Usk and all these kind of the areas that you're seeing there. Very quickly I realised it's almost central to all of the Muslim areas. So we have London, 3 hours drive. You have Bristol, 1 hour's drive. You have Leicester, 2.5 hours drive. Birmingham, 2 hours drive. Cardiff, 1 hour drive. Swansea, a little bit further out, 1 hour and a half drive. It's all doable in a day. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that people didn't have to come and stay, they can bring their groups. And that's what I really want to encourage. This year, we've actually got about 15 bookings of day trips from different places. That I can always fit in. The stays are fully booked from March, and we've had people waiting on the list for 2 years now. I can't believe that. Like, I can't believe I've got a waiting list for anything. Yeah, I'm not, you know, but it's a high value for people. People receive it really well. Our customers are not just customers to us, they've become friends. I say to my family, we are ice cream men, we work in the summer. In the winter time, it's woodwork, it's taking it easy, it's looking after the animals. In the summertime, we have to be doing sort of 16-hour shifts every day. We feed people, we look after them, we give them, you know, a bespoke experience, from 4x4 drives over the mountain to axe throwing. We've got air rifle shooting. We have farm days and farm stays. You can come for a day and eat some meat and have a lovely day with your family, do some activities, or you can stay up to 5 nights. We have a 5-night maximum. And the only reason I put that in is because it would just be unfair. People would book a whole month, you know, it would just be unfair to everyone else. And we do a 2-night minimum stay. We have camping, we have a yurt, we have a kind of a room with an ensuite, and we have a little tiny teeny house cottage. Our prices are very reasonable, and we also include activities for different prices. A few examples is an hour's drive with my truck over the mountain, a beautiful scenery. I charge £35 for that. Air rifle shooting is £25. Where you get, you know, you get a set of bullets and you just shoot to your heart's content. We got axe throwing, which is basically axe throwing until you can't throw axes anymore. And, you know, and we make it a very communicative effort as well. So if somebody wants to do something and the other person wants to do it, kind of work together. We do bread making courses, that's £35. We do a sausage making course. And then I even do something a bit more rural and a bit more scary, which is a chicken slaughter course. And where we actually slaughter a chicken, that we charge £65 for that, and you get an organic chicken to take away with you as well. That is only by request, and I bring that to the farm. I am a licensed slaughterman, so it's completely legal. You'll be buying a chicken from me. Okay, so this is my aviary. The history of this place was that it was actually designed for parrots. That's why we got parrots here. I've kept the theme of the parrots because it's quite cool. But here we host people in here. On rainy days, people are sitting in here. On really hot days, people are relaxing in here. When people come and they stay, they get their tea and coffee. They help themselves to tea and coffee all day here. They have a little mini fridge here that they can put their stuff in. This basically becomes like a chill out area and an area for people when it's hot and when it's raining. And as part of the price of booking, you get just free access to here. So here's my wind turbine. This generates 1 kilowatt of power when it's very windy. So right now we're probably getting about 800 watts, which is about half a kettle. Wonderful invention, not so great on this farm. This has been I've had to put this up 5 times. Solar power, beautiful, amazing. We get 4 kilowatts coming straight into the farm on a sunny day like this is perfect. It buffers all of the washing machine, it buffers all of the cooking. We are all on electric now when it's cooking, and it's a fantastic addition to the farm. So guys, welcome to the Harmony Farm yurt. So this is a traditional Mongolian yurt. The yurt builder who made this lives in Bristol, and he's made it out of all UK materials. And once you enter in here, it's like stepping into another world. The most number one thing is that I actually removed this yurt and changed it so it's facing Qibla perfectly. Welcome to the Harmony Farm yurt. Come on in. So you open up and we step into the Middle East. In here is a detox. We come here for relaxation, try to get rid of all your digitals. We sit by the log fire. We have 2 doubles, 2 singles. As you can tell, we tried to make it very Arabian looking. Here's no electricity, there's no running water. You get away with your family, you wake up in the morning to sunrise. It's a beautiful place. And all of this for £65 a night. So you can't go wrong. We have different stages here. So you've seen the yurt. I'm going to show you the campsite, and I've got another little unit that I want to show you. The forest is for the people who really want to rough it. It's undulating ground, it's literally in the forest, but you cannot hear a thing. You may spot a deer, you can have a fire out there. When I really want to relax, you know, get away from everything, that's where I gotta go to the forest. It's beautiful, it's shady, it's wonderful, and we also have people camping up in there. So here's the Harmony Farm campsite. So we got one, I think 20 by 10 meter area. Takes about 3 large tents. Then we've got another little one over there, a little bit more of a screened area there, a little bit more private. That's a sort of 2-man tent, 3-man tent max there. And prices range here, so we've got single man tent all the way up to 4-man tent prices. They're negotiable. Kicking off this year actually, a lot of Muslims are trying to do something a bit different now with their families, and I appreciate it a lot, because there's nothing better than getting up out of the tent in the morning, praying Fajr, seeing the sunrise, and having your kids with you. It's memories for life. You know, I always say we're memory making machines for our children. We have to give them the best memories, so that's what we really want to do here. So when people come, we do a goat handling course. I just charge £25. It's really popular with the kids, and what happens is kids just become alive when they're around animals. I love this guy, man. I couldn't do Qurbani. He's ready for Qurbani, but I couldn't do it. I cried thinking about it. So this is the Harmony Farm Teeny House Cottage. Okay, come in. So we realised very quickly that Muslim families are not 2 kids. Instead of the 2.4, we're like 3.8, right? So we put in 2 doubles and 2 small singles, and it works perfectly for a family with small kids. This is 65 a night, and it has cold running water, not hot water, tapped in, because we don't have any hot water boiler here. You have a kettle and tea and coffee here, and a heater for when it's a bit chilly in March time. This is really close to the house as well, so generally people book the cottage and the house room next to each other. Also, we've got a camping spot just next to this cottage, which you can also pitch a tent if you want to get that little bit of like, you know, I don't really want to pitch a tent, but I do want to pitch a tent. We have that option as well, and we incorporate that into the cost of the cottage. So this is the 3rd room on our property, 3rd unit. So this is the new room. We have 3 doubles, 1 single. We have space for another blow-up mattress if you wanted to bring your own blow-up mattress. This has its own ensuite, has an ensuite shower. We'll do area sink. Then it also has a toilet with a sink as well. So this is completely contained. You don't have to go out to the outdoor toilets here. You can use these ones. This will be really popular. We're fully booked again at the moment, but this is part of the service that we provide. And it also has its own fridge and tea and coffee here, and outside you're right next to where all the main festivities happen and all the cooking and the pagoda and everything. So this will set you back £85 a night. So guys, you've seen the units, you've seen my place. It's all about the lifestyle here. We're just getting ready for tonight's brisket. All that's left to say is thank you so much. Inshallah, we'll see you here at Harmony Farm in Pontypool for some great food, some great times, and some great memories.